the eminent economist, Doug Casey, who's also a supporter of Ron Paul, he looked at us and said, oh, we're in inning 3 of a 9-inning Greater Depression. He said, look around. Now, this was before the economic collapse. Since then, we've seen things that I think are, and I think your viewers, your audience and viewers and yourself would agree are unprecedented, Alex. Bank failures, Wall Street's collapse, the socialist takeover of the American private sector. And this is not, by the way, just in America. We don't have enough time to go into what's happening everywhere. But look at what's happening in Spain, Portugal, and Greece. And so anyway, we looked and we listened and we realized, oh my gosh, America is in inning 2 or 3 of a collapse. And it's our duty as patriots, as Americans, and as just good people who care about ourselves and our families. It's our duty to create a survival guide. And so that's what we did with the fall of America and the Western world. It's more than just a documentary, Alex. It's really a 10-disc survival guide with over 150 actionable tips that people can do starting today, starting right now, because we only have a 2 to 3 year window, I believe, if that, to get our house in order. And by the house, I mean there's things we need to be doing, questions we need to be asking ourselves, people we need to be talking to, not to least of who we are. We need to be talking to our families, our friends, our pastors, our rabbis, our preachers.
Because just a few years ago, most of them would laugh at us. Now they're not laughing. Now they're listening. And especially when you can show them a compendium documentary like this, where you guys made the film and then it all started to come true because you were talking to the leading minds, the leading experts that understood what was happening. And that's what people should go to, thefallofamerica.net, and they need to get this compendium. And it's very affordable. You guys spent a lot of money making this. What does it come out to, about $6, $7 per disc when you get the compendium?
When you get the compendium, that's right. It's really very affordable. We tried our best to keep it as low as possible. It's $79.99, which is about $7 or $8 per disc. But also there's literature in there. We also would invite people. So yeah, it's a very respectable price. We would invite people though, Alex, to go to our website. Look, let's get real, folks. This is 2010. Okay? We're not living in 1998 or 1988 anymore. This isn't fear-mongering. This is truth-mongering. This is a reality check. It's 2010. We've all lived through things we thought would never be possible. Let's start with 9/11, right? Then let's talk about bank failures. Let's talk about the largest Wall Street failure in the history of our country. The socialist bailout, right? The further destruction of our dollar, hyper-globalism.
Well, they now admit in this Secret America report in the Washington Post that 854,000 private corporate spies with the highest security level. What's scary is this is a designed corporate takeover. Just like bankers want the family farm to go bankrupt, they don't want the loan back, they want the property. This is being done by design, but if we're aware of it, it's going to lessen how bad it gets, A, and B, if people are educated, we can then bring these culprits to justice, and your film also covers that.
I would agree, Alex.
Yeah, let's go to Robert Denazzi. I've been talking to Brian, correct, because I recognize your voices.
Alex, good to talk to you. You hit the nail on the head when you talk about corporations. When we set out to make this 9-DVD series, when it became that, we all looked at each other and we talked about how we had friends and family, kind, intelligent, caring people, but they were so caught within the false paradigm of the conservative, liberal, split and so forth, that trying to introduce the larger picture to them was like trying to extract them from a hall of mirrors. Everywhere they turn, everything is explained away within the dominant propaganda system. And that's really why we set out to make this. How can we cut through that and give people a larger perspective? Because anytime we would introduce something or you talk to your friends and family, a lot of your listeners know this. People go, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist or you're a gloom and doomer or whatever the case may be. Well, you know, one of the things that we try to do with this project is introduce a new language that you can use to talk to your friends and family. You know, most people don't argue the point that the same elite who sit on the boards of directors and run major corporations are the same elite that sit in key government positions and run our political universe. So why would you expect the elite who run multinational corporations to want to run a government any differently? And what do corporations want? They want no borders. They want to be above the law. They don't want to be subject to court. They want powerless workers who work cheap. And they don't want democracy in the workplace. They want constant surveillance. They want private security and private intelligence. And so when you start to look at it that way, the things around us start to make a lot more sense. And that's why we made this.
And Robert, your film crystallizes that perfectly. And now there's no more denying. The New World Order is a private global corporate government above the law that then passes laws to extract our wealth and enslave us. And they openly say they're doing this, and that's what your film covers.
Exactly. You know, I saw the propaganda machine at work, and just a great example. I had seen, this is about 2007, right when we got underway with this, and I saw a fund manager on CNBC, and he actually mentioned the Amero as a coming currency. And that caught traction, and it kind of went viral, and people started talking about it, and it was a search term. And I told my dad, I said, see, Dad, there is this thing called the Amero. There will be a North American currency to replace our dollar. And not a week later, a full-page hit piece in the Boston Globe connecting the idea of the Amero to conspiracy fears and, you know, apocalyptic anxieties.
And now it's all over the news that they have a new cashless global currency called the SDR, and we're going to be forced to pay carbon taxes to fund these private bankers. Now the world government's not being denied.
That's right. And Alex, you bring up a good point. This is Brian again. You bring up a great point, fighting these people. And I would say the best way to fight someone first is to make sure that your house is in order. How are you going to fight someone if you don't have food on your table? How are you going to fight someone if you don't have the means to protect yourself at home or your family?
You're not just going to not be able to fight them politically. You're going to be dependent on them.
That's right, which is what they want. So our film, really, The Fall of America, really is about becoming self-reliant. It's about getting off the grid. It's about asking tough questions of yourself and your family. What would you do, for example, if the power grid failed? What would you do if there were no food on the supermarket shelves? What would you do if martial law happened? What would you do if we have further passage of draconian laws?
Stay there. Stay there. I want to come back and continue with Mr. Kraft and Mr. Donazzi, because, you know, my wife and I, we've been getting ready for years. And now we understand that this isn't just a option or a probability that there's going to be a total collapse. We're hoping that there's some small chance that it isn't going to be a total collapse. So, I mean, I believe everything I'm saying here, folks, and so do these filmmakers. TheFallOfAmerica.net. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. The Fall of America and the Western World is an all-new 10-hour documentary and survival guide rolled into one. In this film, you will see the reasons why our government is failing and what you can do to prepare. Featuring Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, Joseph Farah, David Icke, Naomi Wolf, G. Edward Griffin, Doug McIntyre, Mark Crispin Miller, Mickey Z, Doug Casey, David McElvaney, and myself, Alex Jones. Protect yourself and get the tools you need to protect your family from these difficult times. The Fall of America and the Western World at www.thefallofamerica.net, or click on the banners at INFOWARS.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Again, that website's www.thefallofamerica.net or call 800-655-1577. Prepare yourself and the ones you love today. fallofamerica.net.
Good day, Jim Newcomer from Midas Resources. July 21st, 2010. Gold opened this morning at $1197.80. A 1-ounce gold coin can be purchased for $1229.92, $614.96 for a half ounce, or $307.48 for the quarter ounce. That's $1229.92, $614.96, and $307.48.
Making the right decision is a challenge to investors. Are we going to see economic growth, slide into a recession, or worse, depression? Many investors are turning to gold as a common-sense alternative to traditional paper investments. Midas has put together a powerful book titled 10 Reasons to Own Gold, discussing costs, benefits, risks. The book is free and can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. Paper investments are